Hey girl, it's Miss Kavivi. So after my last video where I talked about just some dating tips and my experience with dating after my divorce, I was really appreciative of the positive response that I got from everybody. But there were a couple of comments that made me sort of realize something, that I need to kind of take a step back and address it before we can even get to the point of dating, which is, how do you sort of like rebuild your confidence to even start dating after you get divorced or you break up or you end your engagement, whatever the case may be. That's really important. It's so important that you are in a good place before you start trying to date. If you're not in a good place within yourself, like if you are still hurting and you're still feeling damaged from your breakup, guys are going to pick up on that too. So the most important thing you have to do is to sort of like regroup and take care of yourself. Whether that means to take some time for yourself in terms of just not dating for a while, not dealing with men for a while, just so you can work through whatever lingering issues you're going to have from your last relationship, which everybody has lingering issues after a relationship ends. So that's the first thing. You kind of have to take some time to resolve those. For me, what was helpful was I started to journal. And having a journal where you just write down the deepest, darkest, like absolute scariest, biggest fears, like all of those thoughts, to put it on paper, to get it out. Once you put it out there and you get it out there, you can start to mentally move on from it. But if you just keep it in your head and you keep replaying the same message over and over and over again, you're going to end up being stuck. So that's the first thing. Have some time for yourself to take care of yourself, regroup, address whatever issues you need to address. Now, in terms of rebuilding your confidence, that for me it took some time, because after my breakup, I just neglected myself, and I put that out in a video a couple years ago where my hair pretty much just like fell out, and that for me was just like huge. But I was just so stressed out, and my skin broke out, like my chest, my arms, my back, like everything. Like I was so stressed out, and stress totally can make your hair fall out and make your skin break out, and I was experiencing that. So once I started to take care of myself again, which for me meant having like my at-home spa days and having my like skincare routine again, going to a dermatologist, even though the stuff she gave me was so harsh, it like burnt up my skin, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, I was taking steps to take care of myself so I could start feeling good again. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, your energy shows it. And you're going to need to have good energy when you start to go out into dating. The other thing that I did was to try to pick up a new hobby, try to learn a new skill. If you shift the focus from just dating and just focus on building your confidence in terms of just for yourself, like you being confident in your ability to do something, that's going to also boost your energy in a positive way. So I took up tennis. I started going to tennis lessons, and that was something for me to look forward to every week. And as I got better at it, it was like, okay, well, I'm learning something new. I'm actually good at this. So that was boosting my confidence as well. Another huge thing, you have to have a good support system around you. For me, my biggest support system was my family and my closest friends, which I refer to as the village. So you need to have like your village rally around you, because being surrounded by people who love you unconditionally, who are just going to be there for you, to whether you want someone to just talk to, just be around, like don't isolate yourself. Like it's really important that you're not just in your own sort of like dark thoughts, because it's going to be rough. Like it's not easy by any means, but I will promise you it gets better. It definitely gets better with time. You'll get through that dark tunnel. There's light at the end, and you'll be happier for it at the end. So surrounding yourself with positive people who are going to encourage you and uplift you and just get you sort of like grounded. Like for me, my family is my that is my like place of like, that's home. So for me, it's like I can go back there, and no matter what, like, they're gonna love me and they accept me for who I am with all my imperfections. You know, everybody knows I'm a little bit, as we say in Jamaica, stush, and they have no problems with me being stush. They accept me for who I am, and being accepted and being loved unconditionally is going to be huge for you to, again, rebuild your confidence. So once you've done these things for a few weeks, a few months, I don't recommend that you wait years before you start dating again. I know a few women who after their divorce, it's been years and they've never really given someone another chance, which for me, whenever I think about that, is like, well, your ex isn't just like laying up in the house saying, oh, woe is me, whatever the case may be, which is not to say that you're doing this as like revenge, but more so you have to move on. Like, you have to pick up the pieces, put yourself back together again, and you have to try again. It's going to be risky, it's going to be tough, but when you find it and it works, it's going to be totally worth it. So I think just sort of like taking a step back before we even get into dating and just thinking about like yourself first, because the last thing you want to do is to be in this vulnerable place and have someone potentially come in and take advantage of you emotionally, which I've seen a lot of that happen also to my friends, whether it's after divorce or just like after a breakup. You don't want to sort of have the rebound relationship turn into drama, which it tends to a lot of times. So yeah, so I hope this video was helpful. You guys were so great with the response to the last one. I really appreciate that. I definitely love to talk about relationships issues and just like dating and figuring stuff out. Like, we all want to be happy. We all want to have someone we can share our life with. And so if I can help in any way with that, then I'd love to help. All right, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.